Ideas are like sources of light. Ideas never die. Looking back into the past was really inspirational to me. It was about these geniuses who were using the technology available to them at that moment to create incredible magic. But then to see what I can learn from that past era and using modern technology create something new today. I'm inspired by magicians who are performing in their own space. The theater itself becomes part of the trick. So I realized that the kinds of tricks I needed to do needed a space to do them in. The Magic Patio is this show I've been running in my backyard for the past 4 years. You enter into my bedroom, which I've built to transform into a box office. This is the world's first underground magic speakeasy. I'm a creator, I'm a designer, I'm a builder, and a performer. So all of those things together is what makes me a magician. Hi, everyone. Penn and Teller, thank you for having me on the show. So, a lot of people might call me an illusionist instead of a magician because the things that I like to build and perform are typically a little larger than, say, a deck of cards. But, honestly, an illusionist would probably roll out onto a big Las Vegas stage with some sort of hip bumping soundtrack coming through the speakers. I'm a designer. I studied engineering. That is not how we roll. To present a simple demonstration of physics. Now, this idea came to me while I was in the workshop and I was trying to reach a tool that was on the top shelf. Oh, hey now. My mom said that being 5'5" is nothing to be ashamed of. Just saying. Anyways, the ladder was just a little precarious and I realized there was a much safer way to get that tool. That's right, ask a friend for help. This is Naomi, ladies and gentlemen. She's the tallest person I know. There it is. All right, now back to the physics. We're gonna start by building a bridge of sorts. You can really only screw this up at the beginning, so it's important for step one. There's an exact 3-inch overhang on either side. Huh? 5. That's okay. Here, hold on. Let's see. Close enough. All right. Step 2, we got to add some infrastructure. We've got the foundation, we've got the infrastructure, we need support. Man, I gotta get me one of those. All right, now, what you're about to see might look impossible, but honestly, it's nothing more than subtle scientific principles and innate human abilities. We'll explain along the way so you don't get lost.
So first, we're going to start with what appears to be a precarious balance. It looks really difficult, but it's not actually that hard.
Nah, she's being modest, but it does start to get more interesting if you remove one of the poles. Or hold on, even more so, if we adjust the angle just like this. Now hold on, because it might look like magic, but honestly, Naomi's just using her triceps and core in order to hold that pose.
Basically, I work out.
Yeah, but no strength lets you hold that for more than like 10 seconds.
And you've used up 7 points.
Oh, right. So this is where the science comes back in, because she's able to shift her center of mass by moving her arm.
And as Newton's first law states, a body rest will stay at rest.
Precisely. Everything you've seen here so far can be achieved with Newtonian physics.
And peak athleticism.
Yeah, but this next little bit, we've been running the numbers, and I think it might be quantum string theory, maybe transcendental meditation, but frankly, we don't know ourselves. Penn and Teller, maybe you can help us out? Thank you.
This is a really, really creative way to use your engineering for magic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It all kind of goes hand in hand. I've always loved kind of trying to bring those things together, and yeah, this is one way we did it tonight.
And you built the whole trick
Yeah,
yourself.
absolutely. That's half the fun for me, is designing and building these things.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So do you do magic full time?
I don't know. So I work at a design firm as well, and I teach design at Stanford.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. All right, well, let's check in with the boys,
All right.
shall we? Penn, Teller?
You know, it's the hardest thing to do on Fool Us is to do big tricks. And this is a big trick that's just beautiful, and the audience just loved it. What's wonderful about this is what you brought new to it, what you made unique about it. I mean, you've gone back to the original ethereal suspension, which, you know, then became this cheesy, bad version broom suspension,
Yeah.
which everybody does and everybody hates, and doesn't have the phases in this that have all the provers in there. We also liked really nice touches of you just drilling the holes for the poles right in front of us. And we love the way you handle all the power tools. But someday we'll have to get you in here to actually work on our stage and build something for us. You're very good at building all this stuff. And there's something else I'm going to say, because there's a thing that sleight of hand guys always do, which is hiding something under a natural action. What you did here was sleight of board. And you hid stuff under natural actions. It was really nice. We really loved it, and we think we've got it figured out, and maybe we said enough that gives you the idea that we do know.
I think they got it.
Oh, well, thank you so much. That was
good.
amazing.
Nice to go.
Evans, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. If you stick around, you'll see more amazing magicians. Plus, Penn and Teller take the stage. Stay close.